The more trans women I met, it became clear that the need for cisgender people to understand trans experience, it was incredibly important. Lily was an icon, and Lily and Gerda's story is such a sort of famous one within the community. It felt important to try and get it right.
Exactly what happened last night?
There was a moment when I wasn't me. There was a moment when I was just Lily.
But Lily doesn't exist. We were playing a game.
Something changed.
The first time you walked onto the set, in a dress, in the makeup, you said you felt judged.
Yeah.
For what?
So I'd spent months prepping and investigating with things like costume and makeup, but that first moment that I walked on set as Lily, you felt great scrutiny, but you didn't know whether that was your own insecurity as an actor or whether you were good enough, really. But you felt anxiety, and it was all the crew watching and looking at you. Because I then spoke to some of the cisgender women on set and said, you know, it's amazing feeling the male gaze, and many of the women were like, yeah, welcome to our world. When you look at the paintings by Gerda of Lily, there is a very mannered femininity in some of them. I wanted to make sure that we depicted that early on in Lily's transition, that she's watching women move and imitating, and as she's educating herself before she's finding who she really is.
Could you help me with something?
Anything. You will not tell anyone about this.
Well, hello there. We're going to call you Lily.
Gerda's a really interesting character because she's very supportive, but she's not just the wife.
Tom always points out that Gerda was a pioneer in her own way.
She's always a bit ahead. She's already processed things before other people maybe think of it. She already just, in her own world, had crossed a lot of not the most regular norms, and I loved that she was so open to anything.
It's interesting to me, The Danish Girl is the title of this film, and there is an ambiguity as to who the Danish girl is. Is it Lily or is it Gerda, or is it both of them?
The first time we met, I was leaving the academy, and she was sitting on the steps, flaunting said ankles. And she propositioned me.
Is that true? When I said hello to him, he actually blushed.
It was amazing to see the amount of dedication and immense amount of work he had put in. Because when I did my casting with him, I remember that I was like, this guy has already spent months in preparation for this role already, and that was extremely impressive.
Tom Hooper, the director, creates an environment in which you are free to feel exposed and to make yourself vulnerable, and Alicia just has this utterly dumbfounding, sort of volcanic emotional capacity. We kept sort of pushing each other, I'd say, to an edge emotionally, which felt a bit exposing, but it's where interesting things happen. I showed these scenes to many of the trans women that I was meeting, and I said, is there an authenticity to that scene in which Lily investigates her body in front of a mirror? And one of the trans women was like, absolutely, it was something that I did before I transitioned. But what was important to me was that it was about her discovering her body, but also discovering her smile. Any scene in which you have to get naked on film is never fun. It's one of those, people often go, how is it getting naked? As if actors are born with some kind of like, yeah, I'm really good at it. I love getting naked in front of people.
Click to the left for our conversation with Matt Damon, or click to the right to watch our conversation with Paul Dano. And don't forget to subscribe to Variety's channel.